Hello everybody, this is PotterBrony, and welcome to another episode of Death Battle. This time we have Darth Vader versus Dr. Doom. Now, I am a fairly big Star Wars fan, which, you know, when they did Luke Skywalker versus Harry Potter, I was kind of torn as far as who I wanted to go on that one, and a little disappointed I wasn't Harry, but what are you going to do? They had a point. Luke Skywalker won that one. Now I'm going to say who I think is going to win this one, who I hope is going to win this one, is Darth Vader. Darth Vader's a friggin' man. And that's the thing, is my knowledge as far as Dr. Doom goes is limited to the Fantastic Four movies, the two of them from a few years back. Fantastic Four and Rise of the Silver Surfer. Really, I have to wait and see what they say about Dr. Doom, see what his actual ability is, how strong he is, his strengths, weaknesses, all that. I really don't know that much about him other than that movie, like I said. So, all the same, still going to be rooting for Darth Vader. So let's just get it started in 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey everybody, I'm Chad, I play Boomstick.
I'm Ben, I play Wiz.
And we have a favor to ask. After the video, click the link in the description. It's going to take you to podsurvey.com/battle, where you can fill out a quick anonymous survey.
The survey is about making sure that you don't see ads you don't want to see. And if you filled out a survey for us in the past, this is a brand new updated one with a brand new opportunity to get a $100 gift card to Amazon.
So go do that after the video, but right now, it's time to see
sure about the
Darth
survey.
Vader take on Dr. Doom.
Alright, let's get it started. Here we go.
These two masters of evil are experts at bending others to their will, but beneath the mask lies the scars of their past. Literally. Darth Vader, Dark Lord of the Sith.
Yeah.
And Dr. Doom, Sovereign Ruler of Latveria. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick. And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Darth Vader. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, this masked murderer was one of the most dangerous and respected killers among the stars. Nobody stood a chance. He was a force to be reckoned with.
Oh,
but
puns.
Before he was a Dark Lord of the Sith, he was Anakin Skywalker, an innocent child sold to
we have to go through
on the
this.
desert planet of Tatooine. Anakin was a prodigy mechanic, a prodigy pod racer, and a prodigy Jedi. So I'd say the junk dealer who bought him got a pretty sweet deal. You know, apart from the whole ownership of people thing. Then Liam Neeson showed up and measured his power level to find out that this kid was the chosen one, destined to do something great that would bring balance to the all-powerful Force. Whatever the that means. Freed from slavery and trained under Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi, Anakin grew into an extremely powerful Jedi, capable of lifting starships and crushing buildings with just his mind. He quickly rose through the Jedi ranks to the very top, and led the legendary 501st Legion in the galaxy-wide Clone Wars. He also grew into a really arrogant and whiny douche.
It's all Obi-Wan's fault.
He's holding me back!
Yeah, that
Naturally
sucked.
Furious to an extreme, the vast potential
what are you
of
gonna
the
do?
Force was intoxicating to Anakin. Unable to accept loss and pain, Anakin sought new powers to fix his problems. After a premonition of his pregnant
thus
wife's
create
death, he
them.
decided he had no choice but to turn to the dark side of the Force for answers.
Henceforth, you shall be known as Darth Vader.
Despite being trained in the Jedi's pacifism, Anakin learned that
Like that,
was
he does not
really
deserve to be
freaking
called
good at killing
Vader.
people and murdered nearly the entire Jedi Order. His punishment? A tearful breakup with his old master and a leisurely dip in a pool of lava. After some pretty intense reconstructive surgery, he was rebuilt as the black-cloaked Lord of the Sith, Darth Vader.
That's more like it.
If there was anything you hated about Anakin before, don't worry, Vader is nothing
Everything?
like that whiny little prequel bitch. He's a badass through
And thank
through
God
with
for that.
one of the coolest voices of all time.
The ability to destroy a planet is insignificant next to the power of the Force.
That voice,
Vader's
though, it's
body
just...
was sustained by his dark armor, a mobile life support system designed to protect what was left of him and intimidate foes. The suit enhanced his vision, hearing, and physique. With his robot limbs, he can leap dozens of feet and lift several hundred pounds, all without having to use the Force. The armor is even dense enough to deflect lightsaber blows.
Right.
Unfortunately for Vader, his new body had several problems. The armor was cumbersome and weighed him down. Much of it was mismatched, snagging and pulling on his body. His incessant raspy breathing often kept him awake. His synthetic skin itched constantly, and the control panel on his chest would sometimes beep for no reason at all.
You're saying in this technological marvel of an age, we can't fix one person who's fallen into lava?
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Good point, Boomstick.
It's very likely Vader's Sith Master, knowing his new student could become more powerful than himself, included these faults on purpose. While it caused problems for Vader at first, he quickly grew accustomed to his suit's limitations and modified his fighting style to complement his new stance and strength. And while his life support systems are vulnerable to electric overload, should the worst happen, he can use the Force to sustain himself for several hours.
Vader wields a dual-phase lightsaber. Unlike normal lightsabers, which are already cool as shit, Vader can manually adjust
what I would do
to
with one of
double
those.
flight. But if it lasts for more than 4 hours, he needs to consult a doctor.
All too easy.
With his unmatched connection to the Force and training in both Jedi and Sith arts, he's learned a variety of techniques. He can deflect energy blasts with nothing but his hands, anticipate his opponent's next moves, and increase his speed and strength. And though his mechanical limbs cannot channel Force lightning like his master, he can condense and launch a ball of electricity called kinetite.
And he can always use telekinesis to lift people up and choke the ever-living hell out of them.
That's classic.
That would come in handy if you ever had to deal with an annoying co-host.
You don't know
What was that?
the power of the dark side.
Surprised Wiz didn't say anything to that one.
Using the dark side of the Force, Vader embraces his passion and rage in battle, complementing his extremely offensive fighting style. The angrier he gets, the deadlier he becomes.
He's defeated tons of Jedi Masters, including Obi-Wan himself. He matched his secret apprentice Galen Merrick in Force combat, who is powerful enough to move Star Destroyers, and killed a doppelganger of Darth Maul by impaling himself. Damn, that's dedication.
And finally, after discovering his long-lost son, Vader had a change of heart. He rescued his son by sacrificing himself to destroy the Sith once and for all. Or at least until the next movie comes out.
Darth Vader is impressive.
That's a very good point.
Impressive.
There is no escape. Don't make me destroy you.
Alright, so let's hear about
Dr. Doom. Master of science, sorcery, and his own country, Doom is undoubtedly one of the most dangerous villains in the Marvel multiverse.
I mean, just look at him. He looks like death itself. But before he was Lord of Latveria, Victor Von Doom was a gypsy.
His father was a highly intelligent doctor who died of frostbite, and his mother just so happened to be a satanic witch who accidentally sold her soul to the devil.
Poor orphan Victor was determined to master both science and magic to honor his parents. And he did.
By secretly combining technology and sorcery, Victor made a name for himself with a number of miraculous inventions, including a robotic duplicate of himself dubbed a Doombot.
And get used to seeing those things. I mean, like every time Doom has been killed, it turns out it was just a Doombot.
No.
This isn't Doom at all. It's some kind of Doombot.
No wonder he didn't use the ring. It's a complete fake.
He eventually developed a machine designed to take him to and from hell itself to rescue his mother.
But it blew up in his face. No, like, really, it blew up in his face.
Sucks for him.
Despite his only injury being a single scar, Victor was horrified that his always perfect face had been tainted. Victor ran away to the Himalayan mountains and ended up joining a group of Tibetan monks.
He soon put them to work building him an awesome suit of armor to enhance his power and hide his face. He was so eager to get the damn thing on that he put on the metal mask before it cooled down, messing up his face even more.
This armor magically severed
Doesn't
his
sound too
physical
bright.
connection to the world,
Whatever.
shielding him from the nightmares and transforming him into a cold engine of logic. Thus, he took the name Dr. Doom.
Victor, please.
Call me Doom.
With his new armor, Dr. Doom soon conquered his home country Latveria, claiming the throne for himself.
Is he really a doctor?
Well, he was expelled from college, but he just gave himself a Latverian doctorate once he was running the country. So, technically, yes.
What a cop-out. Those of us with degrees had to work hard for our
It is a cop-out.
You do not have a doctorate.
Yaha, check it out. Got it in poultry science, specializing in the frying.
Well, holy shit.
Anyway, Doom's armor is mostly made of titanium, but there's way more to it. With it, he's strong enough
cooks
to lift
chicken.
buildings,
He's got a doctorate in
survive
cooking
blows
chicken.
from Thanos' Infinity Gauntlet and one-shot the Incredible Hulk. Plus, it has a force field, jet boosters, and energy blasters.
And also a molecular expander, which can enlarge small objects he keeps with him. Handy for turning tiny pebbles into giant boulders.
Maybe I should look into this science thing.
The armor also has numerous methods of energy absorption and manipulation, giving him complete control over all sorts of machinery.
It might just be the most overpowered suit in comic history.
Wow.
I mean, it even has pieces of the true cross to protect against Dracula and other undead enemies.
It not only
didn't know all
increases his
this.
physical strength, but also his magical abilities, which includes
Especially, like, the
teleportation,
magic
mind
and everything.
transference, demonic summons, mystical blasts, and numerous other spells he's learned over the centuries. Yes, I said centuries. Doom time traveled to the earliest days of magic and learned all he could before returning to the present the normal way, by waiting.
Ah, yes, I think I'll be immortal today. But as
Why
awesome
not?
as his armor is, Doom's still a badass without it. One time, Doom found himself stranded on another Earth, buck naked after being switched with his arch nemesis Reed Richards by a celestial. Long story. Anyway, he gets attacked by a lion, which he straight up killed with a single punch. Then turned it into a pretty sweet suit.
Under Doom's rule, his country Latveria prospered. Its people loved their new dictator, though the rest of the world was of a different opinion.
Probably because he keeps trying to conquer it all.
Well, whether
Yeah,
Doom
that'd
is
do
a
it.
bad guy is a bit up for debate. Sure, there was that one time he sacrificed the woman he loved to hell and had her skin turned into leather armor he wore, but for a long time, Doom's top priority was actually rescuing his
that's
mother
pretty
from damnation.
bad.
And he eventually pulled it off. With that off the list, Doom did what any magically powered titan of science would do. He went time-hopping to the future.
Doom explored thousands of possible future timelines, and what he saw convinced him he needed to take over the world. See, Doom truly believes he must conquer the world, as that is the only possible future freed from suffering and want.
And he's kinda right. I mean, even the Panther God of Wakanda backed him up, and that guy looked into, like, all the futures.
However, despite his overwhelming power, intellect, and intentions, Doom is extremely arrogant to a fault.
It's ridiculous. I can't even count how many times Doom had world domination within his grasp and then dropped the ball. I mean, one time he stole the godly power cosmic from Silver Surfer and still lost because Mr. Fantastic tricked him into flying into a power cosmic sucking force field.
But if Dr. Doom could just keep his ego in check, nobody could ever stand in his way.
Your plan to destroy them has failed, Master. Failed.
No, he doesn't like that.
Dr. Doom does not fail.
All right, the combatants are
All
set.
right,
Let's end
so
this debate once and
I'm
for
gonna
all.
start.
Time for a death battle!
Stop. Pause right here. So now it seems. Now it seems. Unfortunately, I have to say that I think Dr. Doom is gonna win this one, and that sucks. I did not know all that stuff about him before, as I had stated before. The whole magic stuff is like, all of that is like, they had nothing like what they've just described in the movies. I thought he would have been a bit of a chump. So, unless Vader can play off of his ego or his arrogance like Mr. Fantastic does, it seems like it's going to be a close one. But unfortunately, I'm thinking now Dr. Doom is going to win this one. I'm still rooting for Vader, but damn it, we'll see. So let's just pick it up again right now. And here we go.
Lord Vader, we ambushed the rebels orbiting Felucia, but Skywalker escaped. Again. I apologize. I shouldn't have been so hasty to begin.
An unwise decision.
Oh. Look who's interrupting Vader's fun.
This farce is over. Bow before me. Don't underestimate the power of the Force. Fight! I can sense it.
They're looking pretty even so far.
You cannot escape destiny.
But this seems how it always works like that.
You wreck! It is pointless to resist.
Awesome.
Witness the power of the Force.
Nice. Oh, that's a bot, isn't it?
Too easy.
Crap.
What a farce! Enough.
How about cheater? I guess we got the real fight going now, huh?
Beware my power!
What?
What is the meaning of this?
Time jumped. Okay, why not? Oh!
Impressive. Enough. It is pointless to resist.
Oh, he took some damage to his suit. That sucks.
You have no hope.
Come on. Finish him off, Vader.
Die. Got you.
What?
KO.
Oh, come on.
Darth Vader was extremely
Son of a
powerful,
bitch.
certainly capable of obliterating a basic.
I mean, I kind of called it,
However,
but
Dr. Doom
especially after
himself
hearing all
is in a league of his
all
own.
the information
Vader
about
may
them. But
be the chosen
all right, let's just
one,
listen
but
to
Doom's
them.
experience mastering magic and science trumped the Sith Lord. Plus, while Vader has proven his strategic prowess over 2 decades of experience leading an army, Doom has successfully led a country and then a whole planet.
And of course, Dr. Doom's armor is absurd. Its magical barriers and separation from the physical world have protected him from reality warping and telekinetic attacks from the likes of Thanos and the Silver Surfer, whose power makes Vader's lightsaber and force choke look like child's play. Even if Vader could get through that suit, Doom's mind is armored by his sheer willpower, preventing any of Vader's force-powered mental reading or manipulation.
Unfortunately, Vader was forced to meet his doom.
The winner is
come
Dr. Doom.
All right.
Next
All right, let's see who's
time on
next.
Death Battle.
Superman? Again? Rematch. Super Saiyan God
Ready
Goku.
for a rematch? After hundreds of thousands of requests, we are doing this. We are bringing in Super Saiyan God Goku for the rematch of the century. Yep, it's all going down live at SGC, our convention that we put on in Frisco, Texas, July 17th through 19th.
Oh, that's the special that they're doing live.
That
makes sense.
If you want to be there when
if anything they ever do,
live,
but
we got some stuff special planned. If you can't make it, then make sure you tune into the live stream.
All right,
yes,
so
we'll be streaming it.
I'll just go over a little bit of this one, then my
Superman
thoughts
will
on the
find
next one coming up.
Yes, will it? Yes. We'll see. Yes, it will.
Okay.
Hey, make sure you guys follow us and Screw Attack on Twitter and social media. We'll see you guys at SGC or via the internet at SGC. Bye, guys. Bye.
All right. So, okay. That fight, unfortunately, a bit of a disappointment, though I did kind of call it, especially after hearing everything about Dr. Doom. It seemed like he was going to win, and unfortunately for me, I was right. Unfortunately for Vader, I was right. That sucks. Kind of wanted Vader to win, but what are you going to do? Anyway, this upcoming one. I can't believe they're opening that up again. And it looks cool, especially with how the animation looks. If that's what it's going to look like, that looks just amazing right now. But they're really going to open that up again? I mean, last time what they said was Goku, if they had to use his God level and his God Super Saiyan God version, then it would seem only fair that it would be Superman Prime versus that. Which, again, means Goku's gonna lose. Because Super Saiyan Prime doesn't have, like, if it is Superman Prime, what the hell am I saying? Sorry, if it is a Superman Prime, he's gonna lose again. And that's just gonna cause so much more nerd rage. And I'm looking forward to seeing it, but I'm just saying it's going to cause them problems. They're going to get so much hate on this one. Anyway, one way or the other. Anyway, so let's just end that one here. Until next time, thank you all for watching. Take care. Bye.